So I'm trying to bypass Polynesian Boulevard by walking on Pinto Drive, thinking maybe it'd be a little better. I may be wrong. I'm up to my thighs again in water. I'm avoiding walking near that thing. I know it's not live yet. Yet is a key word. Of course, when the rain stops, the power crews will start working on it. And once it's on, it's on. I'm practically almost wading in water at this point. I will say that I don't see sandbags. Actually, no, there's some sandbags right there. That person must have been here more than just a few years. They understand. So, yeah. Good on them for thinking ahead. I don't know if the water will continue rising when the rain stops, solely based on the fact that drainage is still occurring for at least a good hour or two after the storm, or if it'll start to drop off. And the reasoning behind this is that the ground is super sandy. We have sandy soil, it's not clay soil in this neighborhood, at least. And sandy soil, drainage occurs naturally down into the sand. Of course, if the water table is completely soaked, or the almost up to my waist, or the runoffs are empty and the sand can't discharge, the soil can't discharge enough water that's falling, you'll end up with a situation like this. My hunch is that the water table just said, in this area, no more. You can't soak enough quick enough. You're on your own. So, these houses down here are completely underwater. They got the shutters. We have sandbags. We don't have sandbags. Good on them. For the shutters, the wind did get pretty crazy right now, or last night. And there's plenty of trees around these houses. Like this. I should have parked it on the incline. You always want to get your engine bay as high as you can before any major storm like this. It'll allow for proper drainage. It'll allow for the engine to stay dry. And it's not just your intake on your engine you have to worry about. People understand that your no sandbags again, see. Your electronics may sit lower than your intake on your vehicle. And that will cause a problem as well. Walking back onto the road. I'm officially up to my butt cheeks in water because I don't think that's a measurement. Very close to my waist. Neighbors got flooding, but they have a generator, so that's a start. This guy here, he knew it was coming. And it looks like it may not have been enough, unfortunately. For this house, at least. We have a few blue tarps from homes that were needing replacement roofs. Of course, if insurance doesn't pay out or they don't have insurance, that's the result, or the insurance money is improperly handled. That's what happens. You have blue tarps last indefinitely, and people who are reluctant to replace the roofs because of cost. I'm going to wait as quietly and calmly here as I can. I don't want to disturb that too much. Sandbags look like they're already overtopping. That person up there, the 2-layer sandbags definitely did a better job. But, and again, how can you measure this? How can you say that 20 inches of rain is definitely coming to this specific area? You know, the weather meteorologist, National Hurricane Center, they can only do so much in telling you where the water is going to be. With hurricanes, the eye wobbles just a little, and you have 20 miles, 50 miles difference in its location. We got someone out in the canoe. That's a great idea. Wind's picking up a bit here. Power lines don't seem to be up. So, let's start. Some of these houses, I'll tell you, without sandbags, the only saving grace is the fact that they're on slab foundation. We do have a house over here with substantial damage to their siding. Look at this. This is a real estate sign. Bathrooms, kitchens, this is it all. So now we're approaching the area I was wanting to proceed to. And that is going to be the Walmart entrance right here. This is what I was expecting to find. See a garage door. I don't know if that's from the storm or not. Pretty dented behind that kayaker. Alright, I'm on the crosswalk. I can barely see the lines. Should be hitting the ramp soon. Okay, there's the ramp. Wow. This whole area completely underwater. I'm walking into bushes I can't see. This appears like swamp water now. I can tell you that swamp water, because look at the tea color, the staining color it has. Florida swamp water has a color that looks just like tea water. That's exactly what we see here. So a lot of this is coming off the swamps behind the neighborhood. See a tow truck carrying away cars that are likely potentially hydrolocked or flooded. And look at this. Look at this right here. That's all coming from the swamp in the back, running off into here. That's what we're working with. I'm afraid the water might rise in my house solely based on the fact that we have a river feeding this reservoir that's already full. So if the reservoir is already full, then definitely not going to have any reprieve on the water level. See the Walmart back there. See the car at the tow truck. I'm feeling my way with my feet on the sidewalk. I don't want to misstep here. You can feel that flow coming off that water there, and that from the swamp area in this retention pond. Of course, we have a detention pond over there. It's usually dry, completely full. The retention pond has water at all times, but has enough room to kind of decrease on normal storms. So, so no power lines down. The power is out though in some areas. I see lights on in this building right here. However, I see the red light batteries kicked on and flashing up there. And here we still see some more runoff coming from this retention pond up here. And like I said again, the detention pond is supposed to provide the absolute necessity of water retention. It's completely smack full. It should run along behind that brown fence there. So the question now becomes, what phone am I using? I'm using the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. Another retention pond here. It's completely full and has water just flooding it. This phone has been really good about water. I know it's got a hinge. I've seen tests When people submerge the phone and the hinge survives just fine. Still see no lines down. Kind of hard to tell you where the power issue is. So I'm gonna hop over onto the road. We're gonna take a look at the intersection up there without going too close. Just simply because I don't want to keep walking through this. I have to turn back eventually. So that is the bulk of it. You see that truck blocking the way there. Don't know what they're doing. So and I cannot get it to zoom. There we go. Alright. Back onto the curb and the sidewalk. Let's make our way back. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the whole cause of the flooding. The swamp area behind the neighborhood is completely full, flowing into the retention pond that has no space for it, so the retention pond is overflowing. The detention pond over here has no room. And of course, no telling where this is going, but it's definitely completely backed up into the Walmart parking lot. So, yep, that's it.